Alright, so game one, what do you think? So I'm pretty sure Kami will just play Mewtwo all throughout all this.
Yeah, it's his best character. He's comfortable with Mewtwo. I really don't know what kind of character he'd pull out to face Wii Fit trainer besides Mewtwo.
The question is, what stage are we gonna go to?
You know, I feel
and
like
what song are we gonna select?
we're probably not gonna go to Town and City, I'd say. I'm not gonna tell you why. That's just my guess.
Yeah, I bet that.
Yeah. But the cursor's hanging between Smashville and Town and City. I don't know who's picking the stage.
Looks like Kami's getting his music too.
We are going to Town and City.
Okay.
The reason I thought we wouldn't go to Town and City was because Mewtwo has a powerful up throw, and Town and City.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, nope, we're not going to the stage, but you know what? Now we are, and this is a button check.
It is a button check. Yep. Kami's on his cell phone from the looks of
there
it.
it is, right there. You know, you gotta get those jab combos right now too. So.
I like how Kami came to play with the headband. Like he just came straight from the gym, lifting weights, and now he's here to.
I mean, it looks like he just came out of the gym, but he's not all sweaty. And, oh wow, that was nice.
Yeah. Kami's a great guy. Tons of fun to play with. Tons of fun to hang out with. All right, looks like we're about to get into the game. If you want to see some high-level Smash, this is the set to watch, I'd say, and the next one as well.
I mean, this top 8 has just.
This is winners finals. Loser is eliminated from the tournament. Winner goes on to grand finals for the ultimate prize.
And it's all single elimination. You can't lose twice.
Now, a couple things
you're out.
I'd say for Kami, and well, John numbers to keep in mind is Mewtwo's powerful up throw. If you didn't know, Town and City has the lowest ceiling in the game, so it's really easy to die off the top of the dunk.
It was a pretty low percentage, but I admire numbers for going for that dare. I mean, but Kami was just reacting to it. So
the absolute confidence that went behind that down air. Oh!
Okay, so I see what Kami was doing, but the thing is, Numbers was ready for it for a side B, and that automatically spikes. If Mewtwo would have came in with a Shadow Claw, it would have been the opposite of what we were just saying. But you know what? It's just Numbers just had the advantage right there.
John Numbers keeps teching these.
No, his text is on par, so you got to be really on point what you want to do.
As a Wii Fit trainer, I think you have to. And the game is now even. Kami needs to keep in mind that Wii Fit trainer just has some of the best tools to not be on stage. They could just hang out on ledge and not even have to get on stage, and they'd still be in a comfortable position.
I was also impressed on how he selects his Sun Salutation too, because it's not really like most players would be, oh, I'm just going to throw it out. No, it's actually precise precision on what you're going to do, and I want to make sure that I'm covering this option.
I'm surprised by how much Kami is willing to get off the stage to fight John Numbers.
I see Numbers is trying to be a little bit more patient, causing Kami to approach and holding shield for a shield grab.
No, yeah. And like I said, that low ceiling will...
And the buffs that she gets from getting the Sun Salutation too, because she also glows, and then also Deep Breathing that gives her more of an advantage character too. So
yeah.
You can't really... you got to be aware of most of the antics of what Wii Fiender does when she buffs herself too.
I honestly don't know what I would do if I was in Kami's situation. You have a player like John Numbers who's very patient and very willing to wait for his opponent. So what do? Do you try to out-patient the patience master, or do you just go head first into one of the most defensive players in the game?
And also, John Numbers has also a lot of experience with like ESAM, what else? Also a big Smash 4 player, so he's played them all, he knows the experiences, and that just comes through into his game too, so.
No, he definitely knows his stuff.
Oh, trying going for a dare spike for numbers, but Kami was right there for the up air.
Yeah. Mewtwo definitely has the capacity to use his tail and outrange what Wii Fit Trainer's throwing out.
Looks like Kami just has to adapt to his situation. If numbers is always teching that, then he has to come up with a solution. Right
Yeah. Might have to have a counter response to the tech. Good shielding.
That was a nice nair right after that shield.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, as powerful as Wii Fit Trainer's capacity to be off stage is, it's not too entirely threatening unless you get hit by like the spike from the soccer ball.
I mean, like, it looks like Kami is trying to go for the fair right when Numbers is trying to charge Salutation or a down B, but Numbers has the option of just side B, so that way you get another spike off Mewtwo.
See, that was a dangerous situation. Oh!
And then the up B causing Kami to go off
made it back.
stage.
He kept his double jump.
That's very smart for Kami to even...
to make it back.
Yep.
So the game is pretty much tied. Kami just wants to get this first stock off of John Numbers.
And Mewtwo is like really trying to extend, but Wii Fit Trainer, it's like Villager. Like I have all these options to come back on stage, so I can just come back and get it.
Yeah. Kami's collecting himself. This could be his tournament stock. Wait, no, sorry, best 3 out of 5.
Oh yeah, best 3 out of 5.
I'm still in the 2 out of 3 mindset.
Oh wow,
crouch.
he crouched right there and the grab couldn't do it. That was like Duck Hunt earlier with against DK.
Yeah. I think Wii Fit Trainer has the lowest to the ground crouch of any character in the game. Maybe arguably against like Bayonetta or Zero Suit Samus.
Going for the up B cancel edge for a nair, but seems like Numbers was ready for it. I'm not sure if that was trying a ledge drop option, but I guess he was trying to mix up something.
Trying to get a 2-frame with the dunk.
Up tilt right into the nair, to the grab, forward throw.
Wonderful. What a wonderful combo.
Yeah, Jump Numbers loves to use that Sun Salutation, especially it gives her 2% back, possibly 1% depending on which situation, but it does help in the long run.
I like how he pulled out the soccer ball, but just lets it sit there so that Kami is continually questioning what he's doing, if it's a bait or if it's an actual, like, plan.
See right there, Numbers also did the side beat, but Kami was just a little bit too under.
Oh, and the Sun Salutation. Mewtwo could die at any moment at this point. But tries to get down throw, or down air.
But Mewtwo is probably obviously the best air dodge character in this game, so he's using it to full advantage.
Did that soccer ball have a hitbox on it? Could that have been a threat?
A little bit, but
oh,
that's
the
a KO.
up smash!
That's a KO.
What a call out.
155 max rage up smash.
There's not a lot you can do against that. I don't know what the lowest percentage could have been for John Numbers to not die from that. But
he would have to like struggle to SDI left as much as possible, but the thing is, Mewtwo was just right there.
Okay, so now we're 1-1 going into game 3. Back to Town and City from the looks of it. And right off the bat, John Numbers is...
He's reading a lot of air dodge movements from it.
Yeah, he's going in a lot more than previously.
But also, like, the up air has, like, a lot of hitboxes to it, so Wii Fit Trainer can actually have a safe advantage while covering the air dodge.
He gets a fair. What a tech.
Good tech. There's, like, a lot of off-stage moments that Numbers does and just takes advantage of it. It's just like, oh, like, not many players are probably, like, used to, like, this aerial mobility. Like, this is way more aerial mobility than Yoshi's. Holding shield.
Kami tends to jump with Nair out of shield, so I like that John Numbers continue to hold his shield. He had a feeling that Kami would do that Nair.
Yeah, Kami's throwing a lot of Nair, shaddying right up there, but...
He's providing a lot of shield pressure,
yeah.
But John Numbers knows if you can play patient. Oh, and there's the kill.
And this time he missed the tech, but you don't know if he was spinning around to get the 25% on techable, because he was above 100%. That was good back air by numbers right here. Causing Kami to go off stage. But Kami's going to do Kami stuff right now.
This is a wonderful combo Kami's getting. Gets a little bit of percentage. Oh.
That did 30 damage off the reflect.
Does Rage amplify the reflect from Mewtwo?
It should, but
not that much.
am not an expert at that. But I do know it does increase the knockback.
This is a much different game from the first, where we were on the same stage, but now Kami's much more comfortable.
I mean, like, he's using a lot of side B to cause numbers to go up in the air, but he's trying so hard to make an attack or a string off it. But the thing is like, he has so much lag on the side B that this is not making it possible for him to do it. He has to react on numbers.
This is going to be a hard comeback for John Numbers. He's way behind. That was.
That was a good option by Numbers right
Just
there.
Just a fair.
The fact that like he was stalling up, but even though he saw the Shadow Ball through it, but you know, Kami was covering his options right there, and Kami just happened to select Numbers as the option coverage. Yeah, 3 out of 5.
All right.
Thank you.
This is winners finals.
Yeah. I like your shirt, by the way. Yeah, like, where'd you get that?
We're going to game 4. Kami's taking the lead. And John Numbers wants to take it back to town and city. He didn't think that last game was very representative of his skill, so.
Numbers getting the up A strings, going down to 0 to 31 to 46 off that Sun Salutation.
I like how he uses that soccer ball.
It's so precise. It's like a Marth Timber, but the fact is, like, I know how to, like, range it well.
Well, he just places it there. He's like, am I going to use it? And you don't really know. It's a good way for you to kind of threaten your opponent.
It looked like Kami was going to go for, like, a Nair footstool option, but, let's see what's going to happen. See that right there? Sun Salutation, covering that option.
Yeah.
But Kami is struggling on this one. It looks like John Numbers adapted pretty well.
Yeah.
Not even a single scratch.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty right now at 0%. Commentator's curse.
Oh, well.
And is he going to get it? Yeah, that's
Kami didn't try to react to it, but Numbers adapted, saying like, oh, like, if you're not going to do that, then I'll just down smash, and then hopefully I'll get it.
Yeah, usually from one of our local Wii Fit trainer players, Brass Sparrow, he's always usually reacted from those jab ground situations with an up smash, but I like how John Numbers decided to use the down smash.
Yeah, but like Brass Sparrow loves to use more volleyball compared to the Sun Salutation that you see in Numbers.
Yeah, Numbers definitely has a preference for Sun Salutation.
Other than that, they're like nearly identical. That's just it. It was just a caution of decisions, and that's it. Like,
Kami's really struggling right now to get into and hit John Numbers. John Numbers is just kind of maintaining his own little space or his bubble. He's saying to Kami, like, you can do whatever you want.
You can see the adaptation is working right now. He's just playing this game. Kami just haven't found that option for it because he's just getting punished for it really hard.
The crouch.
I don't think there's a lot of moves that could get
back air. Yeah. Kami used good DI. He wasn't able to die, but he's close. Anything at this point could give John Numbers this 4th game. Up tilt. Oh, misinput.
It's like he's crouch canceling, just like in Melee. And then he does it again.
He's more just avoiding the hitbox entirely by being underneath it. A lot of air dodges right there.
That almost broke his shield.
What?
Like that shield literally went all the way down. It was just like, oh well. It's like Kami's trying to get as much data as he can, trying to figure out John Numbers' habits. I mean, like even if
that was risky.
I mean, like even if he can't find a way to come back, I mean, he still has that 5th and final game for him.
John Numbers at this point is just kind of chasing Kami, and Kami's trying to stay away.
Up throw. Okay.
All right, we're gonna see a game 5.
Yeah, he's gonna have to figure out what adaptation strategy that he needs to win this game 5.
It's been back and forth this entire time.
Download. It was download. Like, he was literally download. He needs to figure out what is the thing I need to do. What stage I'm gonna do. Option approach, because it looks like he's reading his shads or anything like that.
Well, that's what I would have said about that third game, but in the opposite situation, these players just keep
John Numbers
downloading
throwing
each other
out the game 5 right here
on Smashville.
All right, so we're just gonna charge our projectiles here.
That was a wonderful ledge cancel.
That was a ledge cancel into a charged Shadow Ball. That was a nice tech by Kami. Going into those good strings in the air. You know, Numbers is jumping around, trying to select his options just to get to certain hits. But Kami right there with the reflect, causing it to the Numbers to be nearly identical.
This game is definitely much more weight and hit than the previous games. There's been a little bit of rushing in from John Numbers when he does get his hits, but for the most part, both Kami and John Numbers are just playing pokes with each other right now. Oh!
Air dodging that nair, and then it could have been an accidental footstool or anything like that, but they all avoided it. That looked like a fair all the way up to an up A, and it canceled into itself. Shading right into Shadow Claw. But John Numbers, he just wants to play patient. That's just about it. That's his game, and now Kami's playing patient as well.
No, it's they're both. This game 5 is definitely playing heavy on their minds right now.
I mean, all it is one mistake, and who's going to capitalize it, just like what Kami did right here in John Numbers. So now, Kami has the advantage here in game 5.
He air dodges and Numbers.
I mean, Numbers has got Kami's numbers on those air dodges, and he's just been pretty precise on it. Wants to capitalize as much as possible, and then he just gets the free punch. Back throw by Mewtwo.
Kami's air dodges can be very misleading because he'll disappear and you're thinking he's going to move forward, but actually he moves behind you. I've seen a couple times where he's used the air dodge disappearing tricks to his advantage.
And then Numbers back air is just so wide. If you just saw that right there, it's just like, it has so much range, it's pretty safe, and then follow back. That was a scary air dodge.
Ow!
But it was a panic roll. Panic roll, but you know, Numbers just capitalized on it, and that foot back there has so much knockback.
Kami needs to keep a cool head and peace of mind, because another mistake like that could cost him this set in the tournament.
Once again, we're charging our projectiles, holding shield, back air. It looks like it comes out of frame flag.
Double nair into soccer ball. They both throw out their charged projectile. Numbers is definitely keeping a lot calmer right now.
Yeah, neither player wants to make that one mistake because they realize this could be the game.
Oh, those double air dodges.
That could mostly be more valuable than grand finals.
Kami's sweating.
And actually getting there as well.
All right. Oh, and he misses ledge. What a way to go.
Up B, causing Kami to just go down.
Congratulations to John Numbers. That was a It
was a very close game.
That was a very close set the entire time. Back and forth between the two players.
Very well. It just goes to show how well John Numbers experience as well, because like I said, he's played a lot of big players, been out there throughout the world, but you know what? It just shows right here. And this is single elimination. This is not even doubles yet. This is still the free tournament. We're not even into the paid bracket.
So right now, they're doing the playoff to see who takes first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, before we get to grand finals, we need to establish who's going to get third place and who's going to get fourth. So on stream,